Previously on Final Fantasy XIV DawnTrail. Placing bets how many stacks I'll get? 4? Oh, come on, guys. This music. Okay, I like this music. 0? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that one. Where my group at? I forgot where y'all at. Where y'all? Oh, down here. Is it down here? Yeah, it's down here. All right, we're not pushing anyone off the ledge, but let's go ahead and get going back into it. Oh, sorry, Alice, I didn't mean to click on you. Village of the Hunt. Okay. Ready to head on in? Yep, let's go. Push her in? No, I'm not doing that. It's terrible. She said not to. Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. Wait, we were tardy? I didn't know we were late. The third promise in her retinue, I presume? You presume right. I seek the Dawnservent Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Cool. Oh yeah, sure. If you got some new screenshots and all that, sure. Go ahead and put it on Discord. Everyone? And who might that be? There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him. The London Bridges is falling down. Maybe the other claimants is what we're seeing. Yep. Oh my gosh, Boko Jaja is here. I thought he was disqualified or something.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
Hold on, let me do one quick thing. Sorry, I know we're in the middle of a cutscene. Hold on. He should have been? Yeah, he should have been disqualified. Like, come on now. Like, he was literally doing a lot of things that was illegal to the competition. If you did a lot of things that were illegal in the competition, you should not be able to continue. He did everyone a favor.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Ligarmanda in the first place.
Self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people. As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise, if you would please join us.
Hi.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Well, that's interesting.
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Hmm.
12 forbid Wuk Lamet is paired with Bakul Jaja.
Right.
After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Alizé.
Claimants, please present your colors.
Yeah, he threatened to elect her. He could have been disqualified. The prison, it was crappy. Eventually it would have failed. Made sure to release it when you're in the area. Psh. Come on.
I have red.
Okay.
Blue.
Okay.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Let's go.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Right. Zoro Jaw. Oof. I feel sorry for you, buddy.
Not the one hit.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Bibil.
Oh. It's food.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say? Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
Right.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
You like that he released it but got a head start, then had to wait around for everyone to show up anyways. Yeah, it's funny how that even happened. So it's just like karma just coming back around on him. I have not done culinary in a minute.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanuhanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelupelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living.
Right. You're learning more about the culture.
So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
Exactly.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
I wonder too. Now it's become a cooking show. We're just hitting all the tropes. How goes the adventure? I'm loving it. It's really good and basic. I like how simple it is, but I'm really am enjoying it. Do you suppose the first promise in Boko Jaja will wear matching aprons? I dearly hope so. Oh, that'll be cute. Only 2 claimants can receive keystones from this feat. Intimidating, perhaps, but irrelevant? We shall prevail. What do you think about Alphino? The second promise will no doubt have thoughts on how best to proceed. Let us ask for his perspective. I like how our team is just divided here. The first promise and Boko Jaja are formidable on the field, but in the kitchen, I think the odds are in our favor. Well, trust me, both of them have not been cooking this entire time. Just saying. Okay, I consider myself a connoisseur of all things tasty and Krile, but this is the first I've heard of Shock Brought Papel? Dinzy, you seem to know so much about it. Basically dino nuggies, is that what it is? Yo, they're making dinosaur nuggets. With the pairing to be thus decided, the stars align for us indeed. Cool. As much as I would have loved to defeat you all in high-stakes culinary battle, I couldn't have asked for better allies. Well, thanks, Anchorage. I feel so confident after that. You may make use of the kitchen at any time. I look forward to tasting your Jacques Sabroc Papel. Oh, can I actually use it? No. Obviously, no. Get in that kitchen and cook that. I'm cooking it. I'm cooking. Unfortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Boko Jaja attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. Never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Ha, of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers? Yes. Our competition has a team of 6, the 2 claimants, Saraja, and Boko Jaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the tasks suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident. At least we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for the Jacques Papel. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Exabal people. Or did I say the Bronx? The Bronx, I think. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Yeah. Alright, good night, Jack. Good to see you. Take it easy out there and have yourself a lovely weekend. Okay, here we are in the Bronx. Colorful spices. Let me just fidget around with that. A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in a basket. That's one called achote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Okay. Sounds like a brethren of Bronx caught something up. I'm not surprised. They're the best of us after all. Can I join you guys? What do we got going on here? Is this one of those little therapy circles where we talk about our problems and exchange our thoughts and feelings? Alright, I'm out. Come with me for a moment. I'm Ant. I have a problem with premature LBs. Stop. We ought to cut our losses and head to Momok. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool. If you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we take him from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? You better not. What are you looking at? Salt liquor? You little lint liquor. Mind your own business. Who you calling the cootie queen, you lint liquor? I wonder if many of y'all remember that. On Tank? Okay, come on. Clip it. Straight to Reddit? No. 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 The recipe for the Jabrock Papel. I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish is so delicious it is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Han Mu Rock himself. But your mentions has it given me a fierce craving. I only hope there is still a brock to be had at the market. Wink. Ah, I see what you did there. And what flavor would that be? It's Duran flavor. Duran flavor? Oh no. Bright banana peel. Looks poisonous. A banana? An unusual colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped my Najul? Jatika banana peel? I could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. Ah, I get it. So they're telling us how to make it and where to get supplies without actually doing so. Sorry, I saw this tiger and I had to just fight it. Or no, not tiger, saber-tooth. Okay. I saw a house cat just minding its own business. What? That's no house cat. And I got very little experience for it. I feel so proud of myself. I think we're ready to make this recipe. Hopefully they don't require me to remember every single bit of detail though. Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about the Jabrak Papel? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a stable dish, and an observation of their techniques yield clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Jacques Papel. But one in particular she attributed to all common Bronx dishes was a chote, she called it. I see. Then the papel is indeed a dish as ambiguous as Alfano claims. We have confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of najal or banana, a very colorful banana that smokes, in certain localities. It would seem that the use of these subterranean ovens is commonplace. There is cooks out there that still do cook food inside the ground, and there's a way to do it. It's just very hard to do so. I saw it in some cooking shows, and I thought it was insane that they did it, but how it turned out was actually amazing. Looked really good. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles. Then, don't you? The banana. Ibrak, without a doubt. A sizzling slab of beef. It smells so good I could practically taste it. Well, I would think it's the Brock. Yeah. As would be expected of a dish called Jabrak Papel, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one Ibrak flavored with a combination of spices that includes ichote, steamed underground with a nojal or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients will be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forest while you all was exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Ibrak, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Ha! Leave it to the master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in gathering. Are we calling back to all the way to Heavensward there? I too should be glad to volunteer my aid. Then the rest of us would gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I'm happy to lend someone to a suitable Ibrak if they will perform the requested deed. Alize? Yeah, you know she will. As for the Nojal leaves, I believe I am capable of requiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Nojals in these parts. They only grow in the Jaw Tika Heartland forest far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try battering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamenti, Anthony, if you would accompany me on my errand. Sure, why not? I was gonna ask what we were gonna do. No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let us be about our task then. Lamenti had no specific tasks assigned to her, so I had her accompany me. No more, no less. Okay. I mean, both of us didn't have anything. Come on, let's go. Get those Naja leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. Oh, free company just ranked up. Well, our free company just ranked up. Sweet. Spicy Brock wrapped up in Naja leaves. That sounds like a winning combination to me. A history of violence. Let us see if there are Naja leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Urianger mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Thanks. London Bridge is falling down, hopefully only for us getting down to the location? Okay, no. Wait, that wouldn't make any sense for London bridges to fall down. An underground oven. This must be the cook Urianger was talking about. Yeah, you were right there. The earth here is indeed fashioned into an oven of sorts. Fascinating. We have to do it on certain ground. Oh, hello there. Did you need something? Yeah, we need some help on trying to find some Naja. You happen to have some. Naja leaves? For purpose other than Zerbrock Papel, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forest for more. Galmagic Grove is the source of the finest Naja leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in the city markets can't compare. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then the Tika Heartland we should go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through the Teeny Beak Traverse, but it has caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Naja leaves. But we can, can't we? If there were no other way to procuring them, you would have suspended this feat or else altered its objective. Very observant. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last minute advice you'll be willing to share? Nope, none at all. Good luck to you. I'm just kidding. Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find the Jacques Papel to be delicious, but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. I want some. Still, if there are no leaves here, we can't travel for more. How are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and the cultures of Toyolao. So perhaps there is something about the Jacques Papel that we haven't yet learned, something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing. If it's Yoctel's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between the Bronx and the Mamaljaw, right? I think it's okay, ball. These forests have borne witness to the centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of the bloodshed is to know the Jacques Papel. Huh? What does Steam Ebrock have to do with the bloodshed? Precisely, the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of the settlement ruined by war, the village of Elon Ash Aso. It lies at a short distance to the east. The village of Elon Aso. Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place. And I can finally hear the daytime theme of this place. Where is it at? Way over there? Let's ride. What is this day theme like? Whoa. Interesting. Well, that was a very interesting start to this song. Everyone knows there was a war between Momojala and the Extra Ball, but I may have forgotten some details. Ooh, I like this part. Okay. The village of Elon Aso must be further east. Let us continue the haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on their heels. Our heels. I think this song is pretty good, but whoa, you can actually drop from here? I think the song's pretty good, but I think I prefer the first area theme song the most so far. You go Pacha. 122. 89 northeast. Ah, there it is. You can go ahead and grab that. We'll do it later. This place feels forgotten by time. Abandoned. So this is a village of Elon Yosha, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Oh, hello there again. Wakivo, I didn't know you were in DawnTrail. Was picking up lumber from the Bronx when I heard the Third Promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Wakivo is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. My pleasure. You're a member of the Third Promise Rintine, I presume? For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kona, now that's a good name, a familiar name. Where have I heard it? Kona, as in the second promise of Tuyolao? To think that I addressed the Dawnservent's own son as some common retainer. Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please take up your gun and... Come on, not this again. I take no offense, so please, do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. And right on cue, at least he's consistent. Understand you wish to learn about the Jabrak Papel. While I'm forbidden by the Bronx Rocks to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of the Yoctel's history. We appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Brawl and Momojal was one of land. The Momojal lived in the lower forests, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Brawl, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Brawl forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and time again. But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well, blessed siblings. You must understand, the Momojal were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hobigo, the Bunwa, the Dopro, each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Brawl in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hobigo and Bunwa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. Oh, interesting. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. And that's why you got two-headed children. It was long believed that the partners of differing clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared a blood of Hobigo and Bunwa, both a two-headed Momojal. I knew it. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first Utrak, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the Utrak rules, the newly united Momojal became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it was best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. Okay. Oh, this is the wasteland. By the 12. What happened here? Just so you know, the 12 does not exist anymore. No. They just aren't around anymore.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinder Field.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawnservent opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Vali Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawnservant's behest.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
Is this Cataram?
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
I like that twerk battle incoming.
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Belu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
I see something.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue.
You know, I noticed there's Sarojal here too. I don't know if that's actually Sarojal, but I noticed that they were there.
But then, the Dawnservent called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Shabral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawnservant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
Mm-hmm.
It is a marriage of Shabral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawnservant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights.
Really?
So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawnservant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Hey, food can go a long way.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us.
I mean, that is true. Poison can end if you put it in food. All conquest can be ended with poison and food. Fair. Yeah, I know. I saw someone back there.
What's wrong?
I just sworn I saw somebody back there and heard somebody.
Someone was there, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Gosh, that throws me off every single time. I never imagined our father was instrumental to the Jabrak Papel invention. I hope I've been of sufficient service to the third promise, and second. Just saying. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's Mered cultures, and we're doing the same now. Oh, I meant to change. That's fine. It's thanks to Wuk that we were able to learn this forest history. That's twice now that he helped us. To think that we might never have met him if we hadn't thought to fix the float. That is true. Ooh, a gift? What is it? Oh, it's probably the food. Wuk has given us valuable insight into the origins of the Jabrak Papel. However, we still are no closer to procuring the necessary Nojal leaves, unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion, with the monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Is that a catapult? Not operational though. Obviously with the battleground. Well, I guess it won't hurt to change right here. I usually don't like to change outside of instances, but whatever. What does Kona want with the monument? Oh. Interesting. Is there weapons? It's only speculation, but I dare to hope that you find some leaves here. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again rise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through the history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one of the heart of is so significant in battle. Lamet, Anthony, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Okay. Look here. This soil has been recently overturned. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, someone buried a box. What's in it? Well, I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here are the fresh Noja leaves. Hanmo rocks doing, I wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped in. Ah, I see. Huh, so he planned all of this from the start. Thank you again, Wakibo. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to the present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I've been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanohano's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seems unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tulalau, and what they hold dear. Aw, Kona, don't take it too hard. Should you again require the historical musing of an old shipwright, I am at your service. For now, I take my leave. I cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to the Bronx. To be honest, I think they will do really good together. Like, obviously we see that he's kind of being a little worried that he might end up getting overrun. But I think, oh shoot, now I'm medicated. Oops. I think it would be great if they were to work together. I'm not even gonna try. Let's just return. They will do a lot of great things together if they were to have like a unified leadership. Sounds like loser talk. We're in for it to win it. In it to win it. If you're not all in, you're just a loser. You have to wonder where Wakibo is actually a historian or not a shipwright. And not a shipwright. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. I'm glad we were successful. We'll be back soon, I expect. Yeah, same thing. Okay. Don't mind me. How did everyone fare? We got the Nolja leaves. Wakivo came along and helped us find them. Now it's pouring down raining. Wakivo was here? I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. That Gulo Jaja brought an end to the centuries of warfare surprises me little, but the achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? I mean, it makes sense to try to be innovative and do different strategies in order to win, you know, the people's hearts of all this nation. Because if you go with the same strategy, it's not going to always work. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. Everything should be in order. Yorianji and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we need them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had in offer. Spoken like a true expert. Aaronville and I found it in a brock, so we should have meat and plenty. It was a spirited creature, so much that its hunter fell down a snow trying to catch it. Really? What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? That's funny. I picked a good portion of the local herbs with particular attention to the seeds that yield achote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry, did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Nice. And all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. Oh, really? And you, I hope I could use your adventurer's grit when it comes to skinning the Ibrock. I thought she was going to say, you are a culinary as well. Why don't we actually do this? I actually wonder if they will, say that if you do have culinary maxed out or at least in the 90s or something. Oh, my mouth is watering already. They do? Really? Oh, that's so cool. Without further delay then. See, this expansion, I'm going to be focusing on trying to get my crafters and gatherers up. I already got my battle classes pretty good on level. I need to get the others up.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
Look how bro. He is not cute. Ooh, it looked like tacos. Soft shell tacos. Are we making burritos?
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably.
Nice.
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter.
I want some.
But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it.
Just as good as Taco Bell's.
Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawnservants. And for that, I commend you.
Hey, I do like Taco Bell. It is good, but saying it stops wars.
All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment.
Well, hold on. Can we just enjoy the food while you do your thing, bro? Like, come on.
Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Looks like it's far less. Smells like Tastes like
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
ooh.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. that someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
Well, that was interesting.
This is delicious!
Oh, I know. He is not liking this at all.
The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the Najuli rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I want some.
Ah, that was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Oh. One more.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
I agree.
We can do better than that, surely.
None for... But I want some.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
Oh, she was just hungry for more? I thought she was probably wanting to get like a plate for her dad or somebody. Well, that's nice. So I definitely think at this point that Suro Jaja and Boko Jaja are gonna come after Kona and Wuk Lamet at some point to take their keystones. Especially the ones that are like what they say is ridiculous for them to do the feats. One final feat remains. After this one, I hardly know what to expect. I agree. I'm relieved that our dish was well received. We need to start considering how to reclaim that keystone from Boko Jaja. I agree, Alize. I agree. It's been on my mind too. Depriving the first promise of the keystone is a crucial victory indeed. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Jacques Papel again. Here, Anthony. Krile made more using leftover ingredients. You will love it. Oh, that's the gift. Okay. Don't bully him. I'm bullying him. I want my keystone back. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of the repast is over, The villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Well, I hope so. Oh. So it's a tabletop ingredient. Can be used up to 10 times. Okay. Duration 30 minutes. That's actually pretty good. Free experience boost? Yeah, it is. That's actually really, really good. Be the Brotherhood, here we come. A father's grief. Only took half the story to finally get some tacos that you had to make yourself. Right, it did take us a little bit. I would think we'll probably get some much early on. Yeah, but whatever happened to our tacos that Boko Jaja destroyed earlier, and we're just now getting it? Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Momok and undertake the feat of Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tinya Brock Traverse, which connects the upper forest to Jatika Heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I can go look for ether currents? I for one would like to explore the village surroundings, if Erenville would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me the opportunity to look into Grandfather's purported visit to Yuktel. Oh, that's right. Moblu did say something about the foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Anthony? Sure, why not? Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at the market of Yuktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make the inquiries where we can. Alright, sounds good. London Bridge is not falling down for Krile. It seems like bridges are laying the way for her. Alright. I hope someone in the Bronx knows something. This fellow looks promising. Definitely older than I am. How old is Wuk Lamet anyways? A foreign mage 20 years ago. Yes, I remember him. He's not often we get visitors from across the salt. Let alone those traveling with infants. A baby girl, as I recall. Oh, Krile. And she just looked down like, did he just call me a baby? I only saw him passing mind. If anyone were to know more, I wager it would be Hanmu Rock. He was already Jabrock's Rock's then. Okay. Baby girl? He couldn't have been... Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Oh, she was probably thinking that he had a baby girl. Potentially maybe Krile's mother? But no, that wouldn't make any sense because this is Krile's I don't know, hold on. If you want to know more about the mage, I suggest speaking with the Hano Rock. He's sure to remember him. Okay. This may be the very lead I was hoping for. So, Han Rock has been Zabrak Rocks for over 20 years. That's before I was even born. Okay, so she's under the age of 20. That seems very tough for someone under the age of 20 to lead an entire nation. Hello again. Do you request assistance? A foreign mage passed through the Bronx roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Wait. No. So, Krile as well. How old is she? I'm getting my timeline. Okay, let's keep going. Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. A foreign mage did indeed visit the Bronx, Master Golov. Wuk Lamet not even phased. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied. Very. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say Yakoi once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed, but yes. Before they withdrew to Yugo Pacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yakoi claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their agricultural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jatika heartland. Then that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family, so believe me when I say that. Though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Ah. Thank you. That is a little bit more. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Anthony. May I request a moment of your company? Sure. Go on. We'll wait for you. Interesting. Hold on a second. Go on, see what he needs. So in order to get my answers, I need to find a golden city. Well, that was my intent from the start. I'll do everything in my power to make it happen. Alright, what is it that you like? Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. Okay. I'm jumping! Oh, my legs. You can hear them crack. There was probably a better way down here, but... whatever. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Krile's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey so far? It was very nice. I mean, we've had some troubles here and there, but it was pretty good. She started out a little naive, but she's starting to get better. Is that so? It seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuk Lamet. It does me well to hear that. Why so? My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the brawl. So when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her. The pain when I found her at the bottom of the cenote. Oh. 3 years old. An accident, it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Oh, who would push a 3-year-old in there? Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Tika Heartland, towards Momok. Once bitter enemies, the Momojal and the Brawl have learned to live in peace. But who could have doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? Sorry. By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminal sought to undermine the future of the Brawl. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Dawnservent Wuk Lamet. Wait! No! Though she was born to lead the Brawl, fate had a greater plan for Wuk Lamet. Only the Dawnservent and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed a Momok, then rancor towards the Brawl still burns. I was caught off guard once, and will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as the Dawnservant Elector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise, defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in the shadow. Will you do this for me? Oh, that's crazy. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tulyolal, but as the concerned father. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray, breathe not a word of this to anyone. Don't worry, you got my word. Well, I didn't see that coming. We got a straggler. Where you at? Where you at? I'll take you down right now. Oh, he ran off. Taking a stand. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please, do not keep the third promise waiting. London Bridge is falling down, but let's not bring up the current moment. I feel better having spoken with you. My thanks. Right, maybe not have your secret meetings in the open. I agree. It was a little careless. I mean, it would have been better just to have it probably inside a building or something. Maybe your own house. I don't know. Maybe he didn't trust me in his place. Wait, that's pretty close. 207 south. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. 51. Oh, there it is. What is this? Looks like a giant crater. Oh, daggone it, I'm medicated again. These Criterion dungeons are making my character get medicated every time without even trying. Casually just driving a car in this area. It's kind of funny just driving this car right into this neighborhood. Sup, y'all? Alright, get in, fools. Uh-oh, we got a fight ahead of us. Oh, there's a fight ahead of us. I'm gonna go Viper for this moment. Finished speaking with Hanmu Rock? Have you? Yep. Upon speaking to Wuk Lamet, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended to set aside time, right? Yeah, we're gonna be fighting. Item level 663. What am I? But I'm a glam over it though. There, much better. What am I now? 654? Whatever, it's fine. Let's get going. You're back. So what did Hanmo Rock want? Can't tell. It's alright, you don't have to say. More importantly, the Tenebek Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks. And I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. Oh, someone's watching Krile. And that does sound tempting. They're watching us. A moment, promise. You're one of Boko Jaja's. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. That's extremely racist, man. So we're gonna be fighting Boko Jaja, probably? I kind of hope so.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Really? Punks?
Umuruk! Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you'll deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
See, how come he's not disqualified?
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on. Look.
Dang.
Surely you recognize your real father.
Why? Really?
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
Punk.
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages!
I mean, yeah, they didn't mention kidnapping, but still, it's an elector.
Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
I know, I love this music. Cowards don't stand a chance against Wuk Lamet. You should back down before you get hurt. Don't worry, the scary adventurer won't try anything funny. Oh, I kind of... Oh, I like the second and third one. I just... you know what? Yeah, I gotta go with the second one.
You think this weakling could hurt me? I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
You went with the third? Oh, I love the third one. I wish I could just do both in a way, but... I'm guessing we're gonna play.
Eyes on me. The house cat, remember?
We're gonna play as her, aren't we?
I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawnservent, and I will protect my people.
Please, let's take him out. He's getting annoying. Wait, in this battle you will play as Wuk Lamet, you're right. Through skillful combat, Wuk Lamet will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Oh. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they will recover HP. Use them early and often to emerge victorious. Okay. I'm gonna try my best. Let me sit up straight here. Okay, what's this? Oh, it allows me to change it, okay. So this is kind of like basic attacks from Warrior. It's been a while since I played Warrior, so forgive me. You can see your character in this fight too? Oh, you can, I'm right over there. Cool. Wait, hold on a second. I'm over here standing on the side, all cool looking. Okay, okay. It does switch to the pet bar?
Come, you lazy house cat, so I can
Okay. Oh, is that the new gap closer? Oh, that's a swipe. Oh, shoot! I didn't know that.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Middens.
I better not lose already. Do I get any?
No more tricks, Bakul Chacha. We're settling this here and now.
I better not already lose. Am I doing something wrong?
Still playing the part of the brave warrior.
I'm gonna get our father killed. Transfer resolve. Okay. That's my fault. I was reading what it said beforehand. Okay. Maybe avoid these. Strengths from our resolve. Okay, if that's the case, then
Miss Middens is no longer abusing me, brother.
His right has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
okay, what are the green ones? Long range? Arcane active.
Can't keep up.
Wait, I was confused. I didn't know where to go on that one. Hold on. I need a big screen.
How do you like this? Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh, lordy. Come on, heels. Come back on time. I'm so confused. Where's the safe spot for this? Is it the win ones? Maybe the win ones are the safe spots? Wait. Yeah, I got you that time.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating path. It's time we finished her. This is the end for you, kitten.
Oh, what? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be close. So I'm assuming the win ones are the safe spots. Yes. Okay. Dang. Okay. That was... Rip father? No. That was very confusing at first, but I think I know what I need to do now. No, we don't need to go to very easy. Keep it on normal. Imagine the adventure ends here. That would be very sad. Okay, we can skip all this. I'm ready. I'm ready. Now that I know what I'm doing, this should be no problem. Because I didn't understand it at first at all. Role playing.
Come, you mangy housecut, so I can rip you to pieces.
Wow. Where's the mitigations at?
I cut you to shreds. My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens. I'll make you eat dirt.
Okay.
No more tricks, Bakul Chaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior.
Oh, shoot. Okay, that's fine.
Abusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Okay. It's too safe if I stay in the wind ones. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. That's my fault. I gap closed right into him because I thought he was not gonna move. It's okay.
How do you like this? Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Okay, he's gonna probably kick me into one of these. Unless I'm too early on that. No. We can stay here. Hey, me.
Finally understand what it means to live in peace.
Dawnlit conviction. I just realized what that.
Each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating bastard. It's time we finished her, brother.
I am like.
This is the end for you, kitten.
I am bashing the bottom of my controller right now. Like my trigger.
Know your place.
Dawnservent. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel.
Okay, that's new.
Why won't you die?
Supreme Standard.
Fine. I'll show you the true power of the Blessed.
I will be the next Dawnservant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
Oh, cool. An LB3.
That's right, there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack!
No. She knows when to use it. Come on.
This is our fight! Stay out of it!
Oh, I'm still chilling.
Shame upon us.
You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army, you still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Such confidence! Changed. She wasn't like this before!
I wonder if it purposely made you very weak and your HP was very low all the time in the beginning. It feels like that was a purposely designed type of thing. Nice. I did enjoy that. It was very fun. The solo duties have been great. Once I understood what was happening, obviously. Yes. Yes, give it back.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be?
How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanuhanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
Nice.
No. No.
was that all about?
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
Oh, really?
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawnservent's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawnservent. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
I'll be sad if anything was to actually happen to him. So no thanks. But glad that worked out. Nice. And Boko Jaja's out of the picture. Thankfully. Hopefully. Alright, let me give my Gunbreaker some love. Wait, who's got the more XP? Gunbreaker actually has the most XP, so I'll give it to Viper. Did something happen while we were away? There's certainly a satisfied air about you. Oh, I'm definitely satisfied. Erembril's tour was both educational and exciting. I hope we can persuade him to conduct another in Lower Forest. For weathered as our promise looks, she's positively glowing with confidence. What in the world happened? The twins ran me from one end to the other, asking about everything of remote interest along the way. Well, that's good. Seems we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight, even when it got dirty, couldn't have been easy for you. I know, it definitely got dirty. It definitely got dirty, but we're good. But Boko Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it. Of course, I know better than now. Earlier, the second Promises camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some shibruk pibil?
The bros in their campfire.
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
You know, I just thought about it. Bros in the campfire, that's very Final Fantasy XV. But I highly doubt that's a reference. Yeah.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawnservent?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawnservant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Oh, that was so nice. But they are right. You gotta open up yourself in order for others to accept who you are. Alright, let's keep it going. Into the Traverse. So what's the state of the Tinyan-Beck Traverse? Still being cleared, I assume. Anmu Rock said he would notify us as soon as the work was done. And perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuk Lamet's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last after all. Oh, I already got it back. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Boko Jaja we're talking about. So, me and Anthony got lured out to this field where there was battle, and Boko Jaja thought he could be all bad and thought he could take us on. But no, I kicked his butt and got our stone back. so I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. Yeah. He bested Boko Jaja in a single combat? Bravo! What can I say? I had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. Did someone say ice cream? I'm just kidding. There you are. Our advocators have contacted me with news of their success, and the Tenebeg Traverse is now safe to travel. Sweet. And we finally can make for Mamok. Come to think of it, isn't it Boko Jaja's home? We can only hope his residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Cataram first met the Dawnservent, surely some civility awaits us. I will not be certain. It is true that the Dawnservant received Cataram and Mamok and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Brawl and Momoja. But since that time, most of the Momoja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding into the capital. Ooh, I get it. What remains is a cluster of Momok, and while their traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they like, the people of Mamok are also a Tuli Yolao. If I'm to be Dawnservant, it's my job to know them first of all. That is correct. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from and eat so much Yabrak Papel. Besides, thank you for everything. Han Rock, till next time, take care. See ya. First, we make our way across the bright cinder field due southeast. But there is an ether current southwest. We can worry about that later, Anthony. Alright, I guess my London Bridge is falling down. How have you grown indeed? A wise woman once said that she who does not pay heed to the skies will most surely get wet. Sound advice if you ask me. Would you like to hear what the skies tell of this fine day? No, I'm good. She will be wet. Oh, this is far. Alright, well, I could probably try looking for some ether currents while I'm at it. But only if they don't get in the way. Oh, there's a big squirrel. Oh, let's kill it. Oh, it's a hunt. I remember way back when I was first streaming Shadowbringers, and I saw a really cool hunt, and I was gonna go and attack it, and Dine was there, I believe, and he said, no, you don't want to kill that. Or was it you, Dine? It was I'm pretty sure it was one of you earlier ones who told me not to go and kill it because it was a hunt. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna do it. How dare you poke the giant squirrel? It's a giant squirrel, and it looked pretty cool, and it looked dangerous, so I gotta save our land. You don't think it was you? Okay, fair enough. I thought it was somebody in the earlier days. Probably you, Jag, or... It was probably Jag, maybe. Poke it, coward? I will go back and fight it. Anyways, I thought it was a really funny moment that I was gonna go and try to attack this one enemy that looked really cool in Shadowbringers, and someone told me not to do it because it was a hunt, and you shouldn't take out hunts because, you know, most people are probably gonna try to find it. Oh, okay, I see. It was after Shadowbringers you found me. I see. Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah, because you told me you seen me through like the YouTube videos and all that. That's right. Oh, I forgot to check either ether currents. Dang it! Oh wait, no, this one's out. Never mind. Never mind. I wonder if the first and second promises have already arrived in Momok. Oh, I guarantee you Zorojaw has. After seeing that battlefield, I find it miraculous that the Dawnservent was able to negotiate peace. If Boko Jaja ran in this direction after losing Wuk Lamet, then he undoubtedly was returning to Momok. I filled my bag with Zabrak Pepel before we left, but I'm down to my last serving already. Seriously? How are you gonna keep doing that? I still have 10. I haven't even touched mine. Can I have yours? No, you can't. You can't. Why not? This is mine. You ate up all yours. Sorry. I will help you, but I can't help you on that one. Alright, Aaronville. The traverse will bring us straight into Jatika Heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green. I would say the one thing I do really miss about doing the MSQ is ad-libbing. I love ad-libbing. So that's why I always throw in these random moments. Oh, daggone, medicated again. Ugh. I got so used to putting it on X for my mount. It's okay. I'm not trying to hit random buttons. I'm just so used to it. Like, I don't look at my hotbar a lot. You know, I look at my hotbar sometimes. But when you're just simply playing it, if you got everything memorized in a sense, especially if you have everything in the same button layout, it usually just comes as a second thought. This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let's take our time and descend safely. I'll take a moment's rest, I think. 14 south. It's just over somewhere. Or no. Where the heck is it? 60 south now. What the heck? Okay, maybe I just gotta keep going. Let's just keep going. I spoke with one of the excavators on the way down. Apparently, Boko Jaja cleared away one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wuk Lamet single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wound's pride might compel him to attempt. You do have a point. We will doubtless face Boko Jaja again. I cannot say I relish the thought of the reunion. Yeah, I kind of figured that it's probably not the end of him. We'll get there. Alize. Aaronville said the traverse was dug to facilitate incursions into the forest above. Intentions notwithstanding, you have to admire their dedication. Oh, now it's saying 128 southwest? It's probably somewhere around here. While I'm all getting worried. Okay, there's a path over here. Oh, it's just somebody fishing. This looks like it's a battle arena of some sort. I love how every time I'm going through these zones, I always see someone fishing. It's just like one random person that's just fishing some spot that you want to never expect somebody to actually be fishing. Oh, pretty. Oh yeah, this is totally in Macalania Forest. Oh, that is beautiful. And there's a spinning Adamantoise. Ooh, that's pretty. Just look at this thing. What a vibrant glow. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one, take a pairing stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. Thanks. Go on, use my pairing stone and see what happens. Alright, I just want to see what you got to say. As you hold the pairing stone in the soft glow, it fixated itself to the boulder with surprise force. Pairing stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of many remnants of the ancient meteor shower. Oh. The heterogeneous genus ether they emit causes surrounding flora to glow unique hues, as you can see. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vidro, be merciful. There you are. Blue. It's all blue. A far cry from the upper forest, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamoka can tell us about it. Keep running, we're almost there. And it's a completely different song. So I wonder if if areas like this are like really big and huge, that kind of has two different locations. They will have like two different like area themes in a sense. I wonder what the final feat will be. The final feat is my feet. You must touch and rub them, massage them, and if I'm not satisfied, you cannot have a keystone. What? Wouldn't that be crazy? Rather more quiet than I expected. Now to see whether or not Hanmu Rick's fears were well founded. And here we finally are. Now to find the Elector. After I attune to this. That tablet thing over there. It's got dice on it. Or no, not dice? Wait, that looks familiar. I don't know. Alright, Aaronville, what we got going on next? As this is also my first time visiting Mamoke, I have no experience in interacting with the locals. But given Hanmu's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. Agreed? See if you can convince Wuk Lamet to be cautious as well. Wuk? Oh, let's go Boko Jaja. City of Silence. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find the Elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Hanroke's guidance, I suggest that we are on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Aaronville can come with me and Alize and go with Krile. That leaves Anthony to accompany Wuk Lamet. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Why is it that you keep on splitting the group like this? I'm just curious. Why you keep splitting the group like this? Is what I would say. I mean, I have no problem, but I'm just curious. Alright, where's my ether current? Let's follow the objective for now. I'll work on ether currents off stream. Be better to do that. Plus you'll allow me to do some other quests, like ether current quests and all that. Well, hello there. Can you help me with something? Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care this citizen pays you. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Okay? I'm gonna actually ask one of these NPCs. Will you talk to me? Nope. So it is a city of silence. Stop staring. Well, at least you said something. Nothing. Cool. One person said something. I feel satisfied. You had any luck? Please tell me you had better luck. Unfortunately, no. I had one person that said something to me, but they said stop. No one will talk to you either? I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. Stop following me. I'm not following you. What the heck? What do you want? Stop following. Okay, so it's gonna keep saying the same thing, maybe. Well, that was interesting. And a good attention to detail. Well. Hello there. We would like to ask you something, if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone, the Dawnservent's elector. Could you tell us where they are? Went to count in inventory. How are we supposed to find the elector if nobody will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can.
Up there.
Oh, Boko Jaja. Oh, and Sorrow Jaja.
Bested by a mere shade.
Sororja. Papa?
Wait, Papa? That wasn't Bogoja?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawnservent as he was in his prime.
Oh. I thought it was Bogle.
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
No.
Yolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battering your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short. But that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Zoralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Oh, snap.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
When Zoralja was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Zoralja's hat.
Dearest child, welcome home.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, he's gonna be pleased to him, isn't he? He does have a very fancy hat, I will say.
This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets. What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
No. Kind of.
Let's go, brother.
Dang. For the first time in this whole entire playthrough, I actually feel bad for him.
useless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it! But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Yeah, and I feel like having him as an elector is a terrible choice.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
Well, that was interesting. Let's keep it going. The first promise attended just now. Did his words not strike you as strange? I will be the one to reach the Golden City, as though he intends to venture there with or without Zoroja. Yeah, sounds very fishy to me. I have heard about this channeling art before. Passed down through a certain clan and employs arcane implements to produce a smoke from which the mage can conjure a shade. That was a dramatic escalation, I agree. It's hard to believe Zoroja was bested in battle. The electors we have met thus far have all of their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zirilja, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawnservent name an openly biased man elector? I agree. Wearing over in Zirilja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? Row 7 East. Okay. If Zirilja is Boniwa, and she is Hibigo, then whatever her relation to Zirilja, I hope we can trust her. We could do with at least one ally in the city. Right. Finally, a real conversation. She looks troubled. Now look at this environment though, it's so beautiful. I really want to explore it. To bid us, let's meet with her in private. This is both an important and delicate matter. Thank you for coming. My name is Milalja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Momok? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in the city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the people of this continent. Most would not deem the address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community for so far as Boko Jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Boko Jaja. You are Brawl, and inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over a two-headed champion. This time anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Boko Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mala Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He traveled across the salt in search of a conquest, only to be overcome. I wonder if we probably have ran into him at some point, maybe. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed siblings' supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Krile under one rule, who in his eyes stands as testament to the tradition infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claim it to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Gulo Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Momoja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Any new stuff? Gulo Jaja labored to break down walls. That is, his very existence would instead lead some rise them to unfortune. If I can use my status as a Dawnservant's daughter to help the people of Momok, I'm happy to do so. But I'd like to better understand Miloja's motivation first. I expected it was for his devotees that Boko Jaja joined the Rite of Succession. The price we pay, is she referring to the marriages between Hobigo and Bonewild clans? Don't make sense. What I know about Momoja's extremism is limited to what I've heard through rumors. The same is true for most who hail from Dawntrail. Okay. Blessed siblings. There's a place that I will help you to understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Okay. London Bridge has fallen down in Momok. 154. Wow, this place is so beautiful, I'm telling you. And the music is not what I was expecting. It's very relaxing. Oh, there it is down there. Excuse me. Oh yeah, look, like just looking at this water totally reminded me of Macalania Forest. That's where Titus and Yuna were doing their thing. I don't know how to sing the song. You won't find sights like these anywhere else. I agree. Stop, you didn't want me to sing? Is that a meteorite up there? Aye, and judging by their attachment... Where? Oh, right there. Judging by their attachment, the tree must have benefited from the meteorite's unique ether. Not the Titus and Yuna locking lips. Anyways, we should press on. Mila Ja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Whatever she has to show me is probably going to be the last thing I get to do tonight. The canopy blocks out the sun so completely. It's as if we're in a room without windows. A hunting camp, like as not. I love to talk to Momolja hunters, and learn about their ways, except they probably will ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. Can I stop in here? Let me see if he actually won't say nothing to me. Yep. So I'm sure whenever we do get a chance to talk to them, the dialogue and all that's going to be different. A butterfly? You want to go? Wait, this butterfly is trying to go? This butterfly is really trying to take... Yeah, that's right. Run off. Blue Morpho, whatever it is, whatever you're called. What are we looking at then? Having seen how dark this forest is, I can understand why so many Momolja chose to live in Tulalao instead. I was not aware that such tunnels could be found in the Tika heartland, a well-kept secret indeed. A cavern? And it looks deep. How deep are we talking? This place will show you just ahead, okay? Is this the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I will reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured I will take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. I'm sure it's probably like their birth and all that. Or what they were doing. Their mixing.
I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
the heck is that? What am I looking at? It's like a dragon, horse, deer, goat, chocobo thing. Little reindeers? Not the chickens I was expecting. Oh.
A cool Jaja.
What? Could it wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
That's his mom.
Mother!
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are. Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mamulja. An infant. We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads and tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children. No matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive.
Wow. Some low odds.
If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
Both of these answers. I sympathize with you in your pain, but you still did what you did. Can't use him as an excuse for real, but
I should never have been born.
You don't gotta say that, man.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Tiral. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
You know Alphina's gonna have the facts.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends the Hubiko and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust.
Oh, really?
People will do as you say if you show it to them.
Hey, Boko Jaja turned around.
I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca Zaz.
Thanks, Wuk Lamet.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamuk. We have much to discover.
Bro, y'all gonna stop hating on Alphina. can kind of see where some of y'all like Boko Jaja. I can kind of understand it now. He's turned around, and it's good. It's really good. You need a TLDR. Hey Anthony, before we rejoin the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, you know, Boko Jaja, with every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Inihana, sabotage us on the river, kidnap me for my keystone, and release most vicious Chiral Vidro of all time. Anything he can do is to cause us pain. He did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. But the moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. Does his pain justify his actions in your eyes? He still needs to make amends. How do you feel about that? Well, she already kind of told me how she feels about it. Yeah. So he needs to make amends. I hear you. Boko Jaja's motives don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them, like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Momok feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyways, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel readier for challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. Come. Pretty far distance. Teleporting. Much easier. Ah, now we're gonna pay attention to that thing. Okay. To think that there was such a dark secret behind blessed siblings, even among the Mobile Jaw, I cannot imagine many know the whole truth, especially not those who reside in the capital. I had no idea Boko Jaja was bearing such a burden. Had he but chosen a different path. Still, I believe our true character is to demonstrate not by right action, but rather by our conduct upon recognizing our faults. It is the struggle I know all too well. Sometimes it's best just to forgive and move on. It can be difficult, gods, I don't know it, but that's all the reason to try your damnedest to look past how you were wronged and let bygones be bygones. You are right. It's amazing how Wuk Lamet can connect with anyone. She has an incredible gift. You know, in a way, she kind of reminds me of Sora. Boko Jaja's scales represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. The only way to help Momok is to understand Momok. We won't let Boko Jaja down. I agree. Alrighty. Well, sorry to disappoint everyone, but we're gonna have to end it here. I want to continue on, I really do. But I think this is a good stopping point for us. We got a good fair amount of distance inside the story, and somehow we're forgiving Boko Jaja. Somehow. I don't know. I do feel bad for the guy after hearing his backstory and all that. And it's just interesting how we came around to this. I would say today's episode has been a very interesting one, I would say. The fight instance with him was very fun. Once I was able to understand the mechanics to it. Then we feel sorry for the guy and understanding the history that became the two-headed Momo Jaws, which is insane. That 100 of them are made and only one survives? That's rough. That is rough.